Hey folks, this is Justin from the Leonidas Knives and Gear channel, and I just wanted to provide a quick informative video about a product that is available from time to time on my Etsy store, which is called Leonidas Custom Gear. What I have here is, this is a bayonet frog, and it is a MOLLE adapter with PALS webbing on the back. This is for the AK Type 2 bayonet. And I want to be very clear, this is for the Type 2. I have not done a frog or made one for the Type 1 bayonets, and just haven't got as many requests for that type. The sheath system is a little bit different than on the Type 2. The Type 2 is mostly, you're going to see like all Bakelite, which is what this one is, a Bakelite scabbard, Bakelite handle, and the Type 1's got rubber insulation, a little cover there, and it's just a little bit different, but something that I could probably handle. Just haven't done that yet, and I cannot tell you how many I've made since 2015. I actually did several large batches for the company Circle 10 AK, a really great group of folks over there, but I got a new heavy-duty machine this past year, and I just kind of got back into the swing of things, and I've been able to get back working at these things, but I just really can't make them in bulk right now. They're fairly time-consuming for me, but they turned out super nice. So this video, I just kind of wanted to have out there in case anyone had any questions of, any of the features or how to install this, which overall it's pretty easy, but there's definitely some neat twists that I've added in there, personal twists that make this a really great setup for the money I'm asking for it. So one of the first things you'll note is there's a nylon webbing with a hook and loop closure there, and that actually locks in the actual bayonet handle, so you have retention in your scabbard, if you're familiar with the Type 2 bayonets. And then my frog adds on extra retention for safety, and so you can carry this handle up, or you can carry it handle down on your gear pretty safely. So there's one of the first things to note. The knife is removed. You'll notice that there's another strap up here, nylon webbing, hook and loop, that adds extra retention. And once you pull that back and release that, then you'll notice there's a small carabiner clip attaching to the sheath itself. I'm not sure what this little rod, this little pin is called. I do know it attaches. There's a leather attachment system on the older, or on the original bayonets, and those tend to be, honestly, they're not made very well, and the leather tends to be in pretty terrible shape when you get these. So I came up with this nifty little system that uses a steel carabiner clip and attaches to that little, like I said, I'm not even sure what it's called. It's just an attachment point, and I recommend getting a small pair of screwdrivers, or of a screwdriver, and popping that up, and that locks in your bayonet pretty tightly, so you can draw the knife very safely. And there's elastic webbing, and just slide the scabbard out, and there you have it. So just a quick look at the actual frog without the scabbard or the knife. It seems simple, but it's actually fairly elaborate, especially with the small carabiner clip. But that's really what makes this very special. When you draw the knife, it is going to draw and not pull the sheath with it, and that's pretty important because there's not many folks who've made these over the years. Different countries have made style frogs. They have been modernized. The folks over at Strike Hard Gear were making a similar design, but I do not believe that they make these anymore. So I'm trying to fill a niche there for folks who want these or need these. And like I said, it's a pretty, seems pretty ingenious little system, and definitely locks in the scabbard really well. And I just want to quickly just set the whole system back together and show you how that works. And what I do is, just slide the scabbard in and lock in. Use a carabiner on that little attachment point, clip it in. Sorry, it's kind of hard to, there we go. Yeah, a little better look there. And then I flip it up, and then use that nylon webbing, tighten it down, and that's just about it. Put your knife back in, and then you have your final, there we go, yeah. Get it all set, and then you have your final attachment point to the knife handle itself. And there you have it. And this is, in my opinion, it's a pretty wonderful setup. I mean, it definitely works on your gear. And like I said, for the Type 2, and it's got retention for the handle. Got your little carabiner clip, it locks in the scabbard nicely, keeps the knife secure as well. So pretty great setup. And the only other thing I might change for the future is just maybe add a little bit more of the nylon webbing, the PALS strips on the back. But otherwise, it's a pretty solid setup. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you if you are a customer of Leonidas Custom Gear. Have a good day.